Hello everyone, this is Vader's TIE Advanced versus A-Wing Starfighter, set number 75150. It has 702 pieces and currently retails for $90. And it contains the A-Wing fighter and Darth Vader's TIE Advanced, as well as some extra minifigures to really kind of make you feel like you just get that little bit extra there. But anyways, let's start off with the TIE Advanced. And this is Darth Vader's TIE Advanced. And it uses the brand new canopy piece introduced a few years back for the Rebels line with the prototype TIE Advanced. And it's got the simpler printing like that one did as well, because this is meant to be the version of Darth Vader's TIE Advanced that is in the Disney show Rebels, although I believe it can fit anywhere into the universe because nothing is specifically done in the way that show was. So you've got printing for the top part, the window, and everything in the back is stickers, unfortunately, but not bad stickers. Oops, bumped the camera. Everything's falling off of my desk today. So you see you get all the sticker detail in the back for whatever I guess those vents are. And on the underside, you don't get much, but you do see the ends of the spring-loaded shooters, which are cleverly placed where the actual blasters on TIE fighters are. And while you could easily slide your finger under here and shoot them off that way, they provide you little buttons on top. So you can press it there, and it shoots. Of course, it looks weird without the red nubs in there, so I'm just going to put those back in because it's not that it's not that intrusive. I don't find myself tapping these on accident at all. These are prints, which is nice. These nice little details on the solar panel wings, and they're on both sides. Oops. Okay, I guess proved myself wrong there. I just shot one of them off. The wings can articulate, although I see no reason in doing that because this is just the default position it's supposed to be in. The canopy and the window can open. Come on. And as you can see, Darth Vader just chilling in there. I'm going to take him out for now. He has no studs holding him in, which if I can move my light. He just has one of those little slide pieces where you just kind of slide the minifigure into there and it's on those little tabs. He's got a little battle droid body as a control panel, which is a nice detail. And he's got plenty of room to sit in there, although not with his cape, so I usually remove his cape before I put him in there. But that's pretty much it for the TIE Advanced. There it goes again. Not much else to see there. So let me set that there, and let's move on to the A-Wing. And here we have the A-Wing Starfighter, one of my personal favorite starfighters in the Rebel fleet, and I really do like this green color scheme that you see briefly in Season 2 of Rebels. I haven't seen Season 3, so I don't know if it shows up in there at all. As you can see, I have the Season 2 design of Sabine Wren in the cockpit. Oop. Come on. I'll show her off later. As you can see in there, there's none of those new leg pieces specifically for minifigures, so she does sit on studs. That is a sticker for the control panel in there. Not a bad sticker. It seems to look like the trench run from the Death Star, but I like how the color scheme matches the rest of it. Excuse me. Everything else you see here is stickers. Not bad stickers, but it is hard trying to get them to line up properly because there are gaps in there, which kind of breaks up the look. But it's not bad. The blasters on the sides are big round ones, which is more like the concept art for the A-Wing than the A-Wing that was actually shown in Return of the Jedi. The engines fold up, although I don't believe that's a feature. They're just angled down so you can get the very nice angle there with the fins in the back. And as you can see, there's thrusters all along the back. And one of my favorite things about this is that it has retractable landing gear, completely retractable landing gear, so you don't have to remove anything. It all folds down. That is very nice considering a vehicle of this size. And the last action feature is the the spring-loaded shooters in there. And unlike the TIE Advance, these are completely buried within the A-wing itself. And the firing mechanism relates to this rubber band on the bottom here. It's actually 2 rubber bands, but the whole middle section slides. Now, if I pull it back far enough, it shoots them both off. In the actual construction, the thing that pushes the back ends of these is offset. So if you were to pull it back slowly, one of them would shoot before the other. I'm going to quickly try and do that right now. Come on. That's a pretty strong rubber band. It's hard to kind of pull that gently, I guess. But hopefully you get the picture there. So yeah, this is a very, very nice A-Wing. But I'll save my final thoughts for it for later. But without any further ado, let's move on to the minifigures. And to start off with the minifigures, we have Sabine Wren. And this is Sabine Wren's design from Season 2 of Rebels, which I do personally like more than her Season 1 design. She has a very colorful hairpiece, which is green plastic with cyan and navy blue printed onto it, and it looks very nice. Her face is rather plain. Oop, she's coming off the stand here. Her face is rather plain. She does have 2 expressions, one kind of angry one, and the other kind of with a smirk on it. And she does have the basic light flesh color for minifigures. Her torso print is very nice with the Mandalorian armor with the Rebel logo on it, and the knee pads on her legs with the little belt detail that starts on her body and goes all the way down to her legs. Then on the back is basic, but it's meant to represent more of that belt and armor detail. Nothing on the arms, nothing on the toes, and her weapons are just 2 pistols, which are rather large in comparison to what she actually uses in Rebels, but I think it's the closest thing that they have that wouldn't require putting one of those Clone Trooper accessory packs into this set, because I think those would have been better gun pieces. But overall, I think this is a great minifigure, and I think she looks great piloting the A-Wing. But let's move on to the next minifigure. And here we have the A-Wing pilot, which is a female A-Wing pilot, and I believe it's the first and only A-Wing pilot to be female. You can see on her chest printing they have those little bumps in the sides there, or those little shadows in the sides there to imply a more slim figure. But aside from that, she looks almost exactly like previous A-Wing pilots, with that very nice helmet piece, which has a shiny metallic kind of coloring on the top, and a lot of different colors coming through, either through prints or through plastic. Oop, come on. So it looks to me like it's dual molded with gray on top of tan on top of prints, I guess. And she has no hairpiece, but her face is a rather plain face, double-sided to show a confused face and I guess a happy face. And she does have printing on the back and the front, nothing on the legs or arms. Very basic, but it's in a nice sand blue color, which is accurate to the jumpsuits. And her accessory is just one of those smaller blaster pieces, which she didn't necessarily need to have, but I guess they got to give everybody a little something for an accessory in this set. But now let's move on to the bad guys. And here we have Grand Moff Tarkin in his Rebels appearance, which has him in a tan suit with a dark gray hair as opposed to a dark gray suit with light gray or white hair. So the detailing on his body is very fine. You can make out each individual of those colors on his badge. His belt, the little bullet things, and his badge itself are all shiny. And then on the back, he just has more of that little, I guess, stitching and the continuation of his belt. His hairpiece is very nice. It very, very, very much fits for the receding hairline that Tarkin has. I'll quickly remove that. Oh, and this hairpiece, I believe, was originally used for Doc Brown in the Dimension series, or Doctor Who. I don't remember which one it was used on first, but it works very well here. He has a basic kind of, I guess that's a face of disgust I see, with his very defined cheekbones and his defined chin, little wrinkles on the top and around his eyes. And then on the back, he's just very stern, very angry, and again with those very expressive cheekbones and the definition of his chin. Very nice prints all around for a rather infamous character who was really nice to see him get more screen time in Rebels. Why won't his hair go back on? Well, there we go. Very nice figure. But I bet you all know what's coming next. And I bet you all know I saved the best for last. Dun 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 dun. Yes, a set with Darth Vader's TIE Advanced would be woefully incomplete if it didn't come with a Darth Vader. And because this came out last year, it uses Darth Vader's new head mold, or helmet mold I mean, which is, it's just amazing. It's like I'm holding a miniature version of the actual Darth Vader helmet. It's a little large. It does make him look a little bit like a bobblehead, but I think it makes sense because minifigures do have proportionally large heads. And the printing on his chest is also really good, although I believe it's trying to copy the way he looked in Rebels and not much anything else like the movies or anything like that. It's still very nice though. It's got very thick lines to represent the creases in the cloth on his robes, different colors to represent the buttons and dials on his chest plate and on his belt. He's got a very nice soft cloth cape, that not that papery kind of cape. So I can just fold that up quick and show you that he does have back printing. Excuse me. He does have back printing, which continues more of that wrinkling detail, and the back of his belt. Got the hiccups right now. But I think the best part about this new helmet anyway is that it comes in two pieces, so you can pop the top off and he has that lower piece on there just like he did in Return of the Jedi. And his face print is interesting. He's kind of got like a slight smile, which seems odd considering that Darth Vader seemed to have no good in him when he appeared in season 2 of Rebels. But it's not a bad print. You see the detail for like the bags around his eyes, the wrinkles for his chin, he does have wrinkles for his chin. I meant the wrinkles for his forehead as well. And you even get a little bit of scarring and wrinkling on the back of his head too. And it's very nice. It's not. I still think that he looks the best when you put the helmet back on, but that's not a bad face print to put under there. And I believe it's one that they're still using today. But yeah, and he does come with his lightsaber with the chrome styled hilt and the red blade. Just a very nice figure. But let's move on to the final verdict. Overall, I think this is a fairly good set. It contains some of my favorite ships in the Star Wars universe, as well as a fairly good collection of minifigures. My only real problem with it is the price tag. It seems a little expensive to get 2 medium-sized ships and 4 minifigures for $90, but I don't know. If they're releasing the A-Wing as a standalone set for $40 now, maybe it's not that outrageous. Maybe that's just how expensive LEGO is now. But regardless, you get fantastic detailing, amazing selection of minifigures, as well as the brand new Tarkin, or it was brand new, they have other versions of them now. The only set that has Sabine in that color, and I do wish that if you're paying this much for a set, I think they should have also included her Mandalorian helmet, because they've only ever put that out in one set, that's a little aggravating, honestly. I would like to have her piloting my A-Wing with her Mandalorian helmet. The A-Wing pilot is decent. I have no issues with that. The Darth Vader is amazing, and I believe his body print is exclusive to this set. And I already said what I think about the Tarkin figure. The play features are nicely hidden. They don't get in your way too terribly much. And yeah, I think it's a really fun. Both of these are really fun to just fly around. They're both very swooshable. You can have them fighting each other. Whatever you like to do, really. So yeah, I think this is a fairly good set, and I believe it's still currently available, but I don't know about that. But anyways, that's it for this review, and I hope you stick around for more.